today's financial and landscapes, understanding tax planning, announces the tax filing is not just a regulatory requirement for the crucial life skills, whether you are the aspiring professional and entrepreneur or simply individual managing your finances. Solid grasp of this concept is indispensable for financial well-being, and it is responsible for all the citizenship. We have to know about how to fill the tax filings in our upcoming days also. We are truly privileged to have with us today's profound expert in this domains, Dr. Alabakas, Professor and HOD Department of MBA, RS Alaba College, Technology. His extensive knowledge and practical insights will undoubtedly shed light on the often intimidating world of taxation, making it accessible and understandable for all of us. I am confident that this session will be incredibly insightful, enriching, fruitfully, and immense benefit, providing with us valuable knowledge and practical strategies for effective tax management. Once again, on behalf of our entire RL Jalapa Institute of Technology family, I extend heartfelt welcome to our tax expert and Dr. Alabakas sir, and to each and every one of you. We look forward to stimulating and informative sessions. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Respected Principal, Vice Principal, beloved Reddy sir, and my beloved HODs, staff, as well as the supporting non-teaching staff. In the current scenario, it is really imperative that one should know whatever it may be the background of it, one should know a few things which definitely affect us. Number one is the economics part of it. In economics, we should know that demand, supply, GDP, taxation, per capita income, all these things are day in, day out usage of us. And one of the subset of the economic is the taxation. And more precisely, everybody is very much interested as well as in the current legislation. It is important that we have to file the taxes. And nowadays, I think you must have seen in the YouTube and you must have heard that even petty shoppers also getting the notices for the income tax as well as for the GST. And these petty shoppers are getting huge amount of tax notices.
Samosa wala in Mumbai.
Yes, sir. 40 lakhs.
Samosa.
40 lakhs.
They are earning per month 20 to 30 lakhs per month.
He got the notice for 40 lakhs. One of my friend in Malu, he's a butcher. He got 30 lakhs notice. And somehow we are doing it and we are settling for 60,000. That's the other way around, but let us not get into that unethical usage or the means of resolving the issues. But it is really important that we should understand what actually the tax, the very, very basic of tax, why should we pay the tax, and how to file the return by yourself, individually. To that extent, perhaps I can simplify this presentation. So, I will be focusing on two things here very quickly. One is that the importance of the taxation. The second one will come first. And how we can plan the tax. The legislation of the government says that
down corner
Legislation says that tax can be avoided. It is illegal. Tax cannot be evaded. That is unethical means. For example, the first tax planning started. This is not my income, this is my brother's income. So if it is in my name, the source is in my name, I have to pay the tax. Suppose I am earning, I have to pay the tax. How the government will establish the nexus? The nexus will be established based on, nowadays it is very easy, PAN card. PAN card you have, even moonlighting you cannot do that. Moonlighting in the sense, working in one organization, going part-time or some other place working in corporate it is not allowed. Immediately you will be terminated unless and until you take the permission from the HR. So, for example, if I am earning the salary, I have to pay the tax out of my pocket. I cannot say that it is my brother's and my friend's money, something like that. If I have the house, rental income in my name, my house, I have to pay the tax. That's how the nexus is established. So earlier tax planning, it was that, okay, fine, I have so much money, let me transfer it to my brother or my sister, my wife or somebody, so that I can evade the tax, which is illegal. But we are always, by using the ethical means, we can always avoid the tax. So we'll come back to the tax planning at the later part of it. Yeah. So topics covered today are a quick understanding or evaluation of the income tax, what actually the income tax is, then the heads of incomes, then key definition, what is an assessee, what is an income, all those things. Then current income tax rate, which is old regime as well as the new regime for the financial year 2024-25. We have still time till 30th September to file the tax. Recently in our department, Vishwa has filed, Vishwa and me have filed the taxation return. And I request everybody, please, you need not to pay the tax. You please file the return at least. I'll tell you why it is important. So exemptions and deductions. If you have so much of income, some 10 lakh rupees of income, you need not to pay the income tax on that 10 lakhs. So there are certain deductions under section 80cc, 80d, 80dd, 80ddi. Then all those deductions we have, we'll look into that. Then practical advice and tips to avoid the tax. Okay. Then the closing remarks. Actually, the taxation is not new to India. It is age old. It was there in Arthashastra as well as in Manusmriti. Okay, the farmer used to give 1/5 of the profit or the produce to the government at that point of time. So it is not new. In India, constitution is a parent law. Any law, any act you enact, which should not exceed the framework of the constitution given by the constitution. In case any act exceeds or contradicts the constitution, that would be void against you. That is from the beginning itself, it is null. It is not applicable. For example, some government enacted an act which is in contradiction with our basic rights. Right for the information. If it is contradicting, because that right is given by the constitution, the act is not valid. So entry 173 and 265 to 290 in the constitution. The constitution has given the power to government to levy the taxes. And those taxes can be classified into two types. One is the direct tax, the other one is the indirect tax. The direct tax is a tax wherein the impact and the incidence falls on the same person. Impact means responsibility. Incidence means ultimate responsibility. For example, if I am earning the income, I have to pay the tax out of my pocket. I cannot borrow from my father and pay the tax. If I do that, if I take it from my father, Whatever you take it from your father, from your friend, from your colleagues, that will also be added as income, and on that also you have to pay the tax. So out of your income, you have to pay the tax. You cannot borrow and pay the tax. That is called the direct tax. The example of the direct tax is income tax, and to the far-fetched it is wealth tax as well. And indirect tax is a tax wherein the impacts and incidents falls on two different people. There is nothing lost. For example, if I am running a petty shop, or I am a dealer, wholesaler, or retailer, what I do, I buy and sell the goods. Responsibility, if I sell, responsibility of paying the tax, that is GST, it is mine. Government will come and check my stock, check my sales, check my bank account, and they say that, did you sell this? On this, there is an 18% tax on the hotel food. Did you pay the tax? But the government is not asking me from my pocket. My pocket will be intact. I'm acting as a middleman here. I'll be collecting from the ultimate customer or the consumer and paying to the government. Just I'm acting as a middleman. That is called the indirect tax, which could be GST, import duty, custom duty. Earlier it was excise duty, but now service tax also there. Now it's being clubbed into the GST itself. So direct tax is a tax which the burden is on us. Indirect tax, the burden is not on us, but the collection mechanism is on us. But ultimately it is paid by the customer and the consumer. So, can anybody tell me that why should we pay the tax? Why should we pay the tax actually?
For the development of nation.
Funds for paying roads, constructions.
Development of
and
nation.
State or the country,
Yes.
funds are needed.
Right on the dot. Right on the dot. Both. See, we are living in a country. For the welfare of the subject, we need the roads. We need the good environment. It is something different that no, roads are not good. Don't say that because that.
Even though they are paying tax, why they are collecting that toll gate they are charging? Even though I paid 60,000 rupees road tax, why I have to again pay for crossing certain boundaries or certain distance?
We have not asked them by paying the road tax that you will build the expressway. There is no condition, no contract between the government and us. So whatever the services extra they are providing, for that they are collecting extra toll. Instead, apart from the road tax.
Same road was there earlier, okay, there was no toll gates there 10 to 15 years back, 2 years back. Now they put the toll gate and they charge money.
Sir, but toll road would be definitely different from the normal road.
No, sir. So, Mr. Q, it is not the amendment is not there to collect the any toll gate from the services. But all the toll gates should be owned by the politicians. They are making as a mafia only. Okay, honestly speaking, whatever the services you are using, that has to be used once again back to the service only. Whatever the toll you are collecting, whatever the receipt they are giving, everything that has to be given to the notice of the government, that have to be to reinflation the maintaining the roads only properly. But that is not properly maintained and that is not monitoring coming into it. Because it's a republic country, because everyone has had a right to ask and everyone has the right to leave also. So the mafia is started. Today, honestly speaking, our toll, the Gunjur toll is handled by the one of the Tamil Nadu owner, actually, Ramalingam construction. Is a very good main culprit in the road. I want to tell that real story. Real story is that one is the owner is a Ramalingam. He has taken for 5 years granted, but now it is 15 years over. Still, he is not handed over to the government. This is the scenario.
Excuse me, sir. All is recording here.
So you just Google it, you will get to know all the history of that man, sir. All the history it is there, madam. What I am speaking, even it is a sanction figures. This is the thing, sir.
That's true. See, the airport revenue road is there now. One time we crossed 135 rupees they are charging. Per day more than 1 lakh 80 crossing. So 1 lakh and 135 for 1 month discount close to thousands of crores together. 1 year means how many minutes of crores they used to carry.
I have Auditor General of Auditor General's report. I'll forward to you people. Say there is a objective, but how the objective is being utilized, how the funds are being really utilized, these two are different things. But there is an objective, there is a rule. Accordingly, you have to do that. But how it's being utilized, how it has to be placed into the Parliament, the Auditor General report, and how this government is answerable, I think it is out of our control. Let us not discuss that. Okay, so now you know that the difference between the direct tax and the indirect tax. Direct tax, the burden is on you. Burden is we have to pay the tax. Indirect tax burden is not on us, but responsibility of collecting from somebody and giving to the government, that is belong to us. Okay? Yeah. The whole income tax has been divided into these 5 chapters. 5, we call the 5 heads of incomes. Number 1 is income from salary, income from house property, income from business and profession, income from other sources, income from capital gains. And I very strongly urge that we are the salaried people only are the real payers of the tax. And we can pat on our back and we can say that we are not deceiving the nation as compared to all the others. Because it is tax deducted at source. In many of these organizations, it is a tax deducted at source. So we do not have any freedom there to play with. But still, see, if you take income from the salary, you have to establish the relationship that there should be an employer, there should be an employee. And the relationship should, employer and employee relationship should be there. If the salary is an income, the source is your employment is your source. Similarly, house property, house is your source of income. And whatever the rental income you get, that would be your income. Profit and gains from the business and profession. Business is the buying and selling of any product or the services, but profession means chartered accountant, lawyers, cost accountants, any other services other than this buying and selling of the tangible goods is called the services which comes under professions.
So it includes doctors also, sir?
Doctors also. And they have to maintain the stock register as well. That is mandatory.
Sir, sorry for
Yes, sir.
income from the house property, sir.
Yes.
See, in Bangalore, it's IT hub, more than trillions and trillions of crores of funds, salaries, everything are paid. Even many of the IT employees, they are renting a house here. More than the population of entire Bangalore, 20 to 30%, they are generating income from the
Rental income.
rental income. The house owners, they are registering the house in the name of their wife. Wife is registering the name of husband. Wife do not have that PAN card and all this kind of thing. So they are hiding this kind of thing. How we can able to overcome the kind of thing?
Sir, as I told you, tax can be avoided but cannot be evaded. Nowadays, the tax net, they're strengthening the tax net. And if you have the black money, 7 months to 10 years, there is a jail. If you don't file the tax, each year, 5,000 penalty, then tax, then penalty under section 234 ABC of 10% interest, and the top of it, at the judge discretion, 7 to 10 months jail. So,
In this case, many farmers are not
no,
filing.
I'll tell you. I'll come to the farmer. For some farmers are exceptions. Under section 10 subsection 1, under section 10 subsection 1, pure farmer income is exempted, you need not to pay the tax. It is exempted under section 10 subsection 1, provided there are 3 categories. Section 2 subsection 1A says that any rent or revenue derived from the land which is used for agriculture purpose, which is situated in India. And the agricultural land should be at the rural place. You cannot take the land at the town hall or and start doing the agriculture. That is called the urban agriculture, that is not the agriculture at all. So it should be rural. any rent or revenue derived from the agricultural land, that is, any revenue derived from make the produce, if you are packing it and not doing all those things, if you are taking any money out of that to make it fit to the market, you have to carry it to the market, that is also agricultural. If you are renting out any outhouse, any warehouse within that land, that is also an agricultural income, though it is the meaning of the house property, but that is not considered as a house property, that is agricultural income, but provided it should be away from the 10 kilometers of the municipality or the cantonment area, and that population, as per the 1991 census, it should not exceed 10,000. If it is this condition satisfied, then it is purely agriculture, you need not pay the tax. Okay, so in each of this, okay,
Still previous.
yeah. So, income from the salaries. If you earn from the income from the salaries, they are actually the taxpayers, and the tax is deducted at source by the employer and handed over. See, I did not get this year, I did not get Form 16, though I have written a mail. I thought that I was in the impression that, okay, let us not pay the tax this time. I did not get the Form 16, it will not be visible into my income tax, this one. But since my name, my PAN card has been displayed by Devara Journals, it's automatically, it's picking up from there, it's showing that you have received this much salary. Automatically, even if you go for your income tax one, whether it is tax deducted at source or not, it will be reflecting in your income tax return. If you go there, it will be reflecting it. So automatically a notice will come to you under section 139 section 1. It will come to you to pay the tax. So don't be in the impression that the income tax people will not come to know if I am getting the salary. No, don't be in that impression. Under section 269A, it will be reflecting it into your income tax side. So whenever we earn the salary, and the entire salary we don't pay the tax. Apart from the salary, there could be some house property income. There could be some income from other sources. Income from other sources. You know what is capital gain mean?
Appraisal of the assets, sir, like
Yes. Yeah. If you are selling any capital asset, land, building, shares, debentures, shares, long-term shares, if it is more than 36 months is the holding period. Short-term, it is less than the 12 months if you are holding and selling it, the shares and debentures. All these things comes under capital gain. If you earn the profit out of that, that is called the capital gain. And other sources, income from subletting. Somebody has letted out the house to me, I am subletted it. I am subletted the land. Income from, if I am taking the online classes, other sources. My profession is the salaried one, but I am taking the online classes somewhere. I'm doing a freelancing. All those things comes under income from other sources. So that is a residual head. Everything which is not covered by these four, it will fall. So you cannot escape at all. You cannot say that you do not have the head at all. You do not have the head of income to charge me. They'll say that income from other sources is a residual head. It's a big block hole. Whatever you earn, it will come there. Okay. Assessee means, there are certain terminologies we use in income tax. Assessee means any person who is liable to pay the tax or a notice has been served to him by the income tax department. That is called the assessee. Any person. Assessment year and the previous year mean the year in which you earn the income. For example, we all earn the income from the financial year starts from 1st April of one year, ends on the 31st March of the next year. So it is, we follow April to March cycle. It is not January to December, we follow the April to March cycle. So in the year you earn the income, for example, you must have started earning the income from 1/4/2024 till 31st March 2025, whatever the income you have earned, that year, that period of 12 months is called the previous year, or financial year, or income earned year, or accounting year. Assessment year is one in which you pay the tax. In the next year, now we are paying the tax. By the way, you have the time till 30th September to file your return. So in the next year started on 1/4/2025, ends on 31/3/2026. So in the year you pay the tax, that is called the assessment. Residential status. If you are a non-resident of India, you are not in India for a period of 365 days in the previous year, then you need not to pay the tax. You are a non-resident of India. By mistake, if you stay 365 days here in India, your global income, wherever you earn the income, if you are earning the income in Americas, you have to pay the tax in India. If you are earning the income in Europe, you have to pay the tax, except we have the double taxation treaty. If you do not have this treaty, we have the treaty with US that if they charge the tax, we do not charge here. If you do not have the double taxation avoidance treaty, then we will pay. We do not have any double taxation treaty with Pakistan. If you earn the income there and here and Bangladesh, and here you have to pay the tax for both the countries in India. So that is the residential status. Gross total income. So gross total income means it is the income from salaries, house properties, profit and gains of the business and profession, if it is applicable to you. Then capital gain, other sources, everything clipped together. If you are aggregate all this income, that is called the gross total. And the gross total income, nobody will pay the tax. From the gross total income, there are certain deductions. Like up to 1,50,000 ATC, we can claim the deduction under section ATC. ATC in the sense, up to 2 children's school fee, payment in LIC, PPF, SP contribution PPF, SPF, Sukanya Samruddhi. So all these things will qualify for ATC. Up to 1 lakh actual or 1 lakh. If you have invested 5 lakhs, you cannot claim 5 lakhs. So 5 lakhs or 1,50,000, whichever is lower, you can claim as exemption. Up to 1,50,000 you can claim. So if you deduct all those, whatever is left out, on that you have to calculate the tax. Even on that, up to 2,50,000 in case of old regime, in case of the new regime, 3 lakh you need not to pay the tax. Over and above 3 lakh, there is a slab rate that you have to calculate. This is a slab. Now currently, till up to 30th September, we need to follow this. Either this or this. This is the old regime, this is the new regime, which is going to be end. This old and new will going to be end in the next year. Financial year 2025 and 26, there will not be any old and new. So what happens here? Here in case of the old regime, up to, if you have the income of 5 lakhs, up to 2,50,000 you need not to pay tax. Remove that. And balance 2,50,000. In the balance 2,50,000, you have to classify here from 3 lakh to 5 lakh. There is a magnitude of 2 lakh. And that 2 lakh, 5% you need to calculate. And over and above that, it will come here. It will come here. It suffers the tax 20%. Then still if you have the income, it will come here. So all the income will not suffer the tax 5%, 20%, 30%, it will not suffer. It will suffer the tax in a slab rate. So up to 2 lakh it will come here. Over and above 2 lakh, 50,000 might be, it comes here. It's like that. I know that it's a bit difficult to understand, but I might take an example. For example, you have the 10 lakhs. From 10 lakhs, straight away, you remove 3 lakhs. You got 7 lakhs? Yes, sir.
Is there any fixation metric for the fixing the taxable income by the government? Because every year there is a
Inflation and helping most probably in case of the individual, they'll keep the individual expenditure and saving potential, they'll take into account and fix this minimum limit. Otherwise, for the corporates, it is domestic company 40% tax, and the MNCs it is 55% tax, including the surcharge.
Sir, can
Yes,
you
ma'am.
just tell me regarding HRA and the deduction?
Yeah,
Because HRA, will that be included in
1013A, under section 1013A. Yeah. I'll just explain this.
Fine, sir.
So, old regime, new regime. Why these two regimes? In the old regime, it's from the beginning it is coming up. So our finance minister said that this year will be the last this one. We will exhaust this old regime. We'll follow the new regime. Here in case of the old regime, the standard deduction under section 16(1) from your salaries, you calculate your salaries, you remove these 3 lakhs, you got 7 lakhs, from 7 lakhs you, again you will remove 75,000. There is a standard deduction, you spend or not. For the salaried people, government thought that they are the actual payers of the tax, so up to 75,000, no tax. They will deduct the 75,000. Over and above that, the tax you have to pay. But here, no other deductions will be allowed. But in case of the new one, the standard deduction is 50,000. That HRA she was talking about, all other deduction, ATCC and all, it can be claimed here. So that is the benefit. So whichever is beneficial to you as per your income, then you have to claim. If you have the huge income, other sources also, please go for the new regime. If you are a salaried person, please go for the old regime. That is beneficial, advantageous and easy. Who has to file the return? Very, very important. Any person who's having 3 lakh as an income in a financial year and who is the age of below 60, even though you need not to pay the tax, you have to file that compulsory. Nil tax, you file the nil tax, don't pay any tax, you file it, that's it. And if you need any kind of the help for the filing of the tax, please reach out to MBA department. Then, for the senior citizen, if the age is 60 to 80, then for them also it is 3 lakh only. You have to file the return. If you are earning 3 lakhs, please file the return. You pay the tax or not, that's a different issue. You have to file the return. And for super senior citizen, up to the age of 80, up to 5 lakh, you need not to file the return. Once it crosses 5 lakh, you have to file the return. And next year, it's a boon for all of us, for salaried people. It's happy news. So we have to really appreciate our finance minister. So here we have the slab. Up to 4 lakhs, it is nil, no tax. But they have to file the return. Up to 4 lakh, if anybody is earning, no tax. Over and above 4 lakh, if you are earning up to 8 lakhs, then it is 5%. I will share it. So then 8 lakhs to 12 lakh, it is a 10% tax. If you are earning 12 lakhs to 16, then it is 15, then 16 to 20 is 20%, 20 to 24, 25, and maximum marginal taxation is about 24 lakh. It is a 30% tax. Yeah, now, one good news is that if you are earning up to 12 lakhs, whatever it is, whether it is salary, whether it is a house property, whether it is any business, other sources, online classes, tuition, anything, up to 12 lakhs, you need not to pay any tax. It is 0. But you have to file the return. But the danger is here. You cross even 1 rupee of the 12 lakhs, then you will fall into this trap. That benefit is not applicable to you, you will come under this. Up to 12 lakh, this is not applicable. Up to 12 lakh, no tax, nothing. Rebate will be given to you under section 88. Finished. You need not to pay. If you cross even 1 rupee, you will fall into this. So 4 lakh to 8 lakh, you have to pay 5%. You will fall into the trap. So that is a very good news for at least for salaried people, that 12 lakhs. But 12 lakhs everybody is earning nowadays. As Reddy and me were discussing that everybody is earning 12 lakhs. So majority of the people are earning. So you plan it your tax. ATC. What we can claim under this? Up to 1,50,000 you can claim as deduction under section ATC. Yeah, forgot madam. You are HRD. I'm coming.
Will the
Coming.
HRE come into ATC?
No.
Or
It is coming under 1013A. That's an exemption. This is a deduction. There is a difference between exemption and deduction. HRA. If anybody is living in the rented house, okay, then they can claim the exemption. That means that much money on which you pay the rent, you need not pay the tax. For example, actual rent paid, that is one criteria. Actual rent paid, you have to consider three criteria here. Actual rent paid. Excess of rent paid or 10% of salary. You have to consider rent paid and 10% you have to deduct. Whatever the residual balance is there, that you have to take. And if you are living in non-metro, Bangalore, if you are living, then you have to take 40% of the salary. These three, whichever is lower, that will be allowed as deduction, and then you need not to pay that tax. So actual rent paid minus 10% the residual balance, and 40% of the salary. In these three, whichever is lower than that, you need not to pay the tax. That is the HRA, house rent allowance. And house rent allowance you can claim provided you do not have any house of your own. That is the first thing. And you should not own any house. Okay, so if I have 3 houses, 1 house I have given to my brother, my son, you cannot claim. You cannot claim. In ATC, you can claim this. Employee Provident Fund will qualify for ATC. It is applicable to all of us. Public Provident Fund, if you are contributing to anything to Public Provident Fund, it will qualify. If you are paying any insurance premium if you are paying, on that you need not to pay the tax, the deduction will be allowed. Mutual fund, selected mutual fund, ELSS, that is a less tax. So on that if you are investing, you need not to pay the tax. Then principal payment of home loan. If you have taken the loan, home loan, up to 8 years. For example, if you have taken 1,60,000, then divided by 8, so 20,000, right? 1,60,000 divided by 8. So 20,000 each year you can claim as an exemption. Just an example. If you have taken the loan, up to 8 years you can claim. You can claim that, and that you need not to pay the tax. Children tuition fee. Up to 2 children, if they are dependent on you, then you can claim as in the ATC. So Sukanya Samruddhi, up to 1,50,000 it is qualified for the taxation. That also you can claim.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
is it all putting together 1.5 lakhs or?
If it is all putting together, you got 10 lakhs, but you can claim only 1,50,000. But all putting together, it is only 75,000, but you can claim only 75. That's it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes,
For house rent, no owners will provide receipt, no, sir. How we can claim?
Sorry.
For house rent,
Huh.
if I am paying a rent,
Hmm.
the house owners won't provide the receipt, no.
Mhm.
How we can claim?
No, you have agreement. You need to have an agreement with the landlord. Otherwise, you cannot claim. Just have an agreement at the end of you. Now you can have. You come to me, please. We can claim. We'll claim.
Up to 96,000, up to 1 lakh we can claim without mentioning the PAN card. If it is above 1 lakh, we will take the landlord.
Yeah. So that is exemption is there, but next year it will not be there. 25, 26 it will not be there. They will remove the company. So that is.
children's tuition fee you told me.
Yes, ma'am.
For
Not hostel fee. It is a tuition fee.
okay, what I mean. Both husband and her wife can.
No. Only one person, one assessee. One assessee.
But that ATC is not effective, no, sir. No, they're not considering ATC. As per the new norms, it's not reflecting at all ATC.
No, in case of the new regime, it will not, because you will be given 75,000 as standard deduction. But in case of the old, it's still it will be. So if you are paying any medical insurance, up to 25,000 for self, spouse and children you can claim. Up to. If you are paying 5,000, 5,000. If you are paying 50,000, but it is limited to 25,000. Then additional 25,000 for the senior citizen. For senior citizen, over and above 60, they can claim as well. Then 80 PPA, deduction up to 10,000 and interest from saving bank account. Our bank account, whatever the interest bank is crediting now, in case if you have the FD, directly coming and showing it in your income tax. So they might have deducted the tax also. That is also coming and sitting into your income tax site. Okay. So that up to 10,000 if you are getting the interest, below 10,000 no tax. Over and above, if you are getting 12,000 interest, then 10,000 they'll remove, 2,000 debit tax. Then 80 PTP 50,000 for senior citizen for the FD and R&D, up to 50,000 no tax. Then here is education loan. Education loan interest. If you are paying the interest, housing loan it is covered there, 80D. It is 80E. If children are studying outside, you have taken the loan and you are paying the interest, that interest you can claim. Deduction for the interest paid on education loans, no limit up to 8 years. Any amount of interest if you are paying on that exemption, no tax. NPS. This is the boon for us again. See, you can claim in ATC up to 1,50,000 only, correct? But if you go for the national pension scheme and deposited it, after 60 years the money will be returned back to you and the pension every month you will get it, NPS scheme. And that if you are making the payment, additional 50,000 you can claim as an exemption for which no tax. 1,50,000 plus 50. Okay. Otherwise, if you don't contribute here NPS, it is only 1,50,000. That's it.
So these are the exceptions here in the previous slide. Exemptions.
These are all the deductions.
Deductions.
Exemption.
So it comes under 1.5 lakh.
Yeah, 1.5 lakhs. There is an exception that do whatever you want, it is 1.5 lakhs. But if you are investing in NPS, additional 50. Only that. Only that.
Within
1.5. So these are all the tax savings. You can go for that. Employee Provident Fund, if you invest and take back the money later on, no tax. Life insurance premium, if you get you pay the premium, there is an exemption. You take the lump sum money after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, no tax. Exempted under section 1010D. Mutual fund, 5-year bank FD, national savings certificate, 6th and 7th issue. This one exempted. Principal on home loan. If you have taken the loan and repaymented, no tax. Sukanya Samruddhi and children tuition fee. That is qualified for your ADC.
So, but LIC, if you get the cash back, 4 years once.
No tax, no tax. You will get the cash back, no tax.
But then if you carry so that an applicant,
No, it is not at all
you
income.
will get it.
No, 10 subsection 10D, it is exempt. No, it is not income at all. So, this I have told you, additional 50,000, let's go on. Yeah. If you do not file the return, you need to suffer this. If you file the return, you don't pay the tax. Please file the return. Filing the return is mandatory. It is mandatory for all the people who are earning more and above 3 lakhs. For not filing the return, per year, 5,000. For example, you have not filed the return for 5 years. That means next year you are filing 5,000. Second year, 10. Third year, 15. Fourth year, 20. Fifth year, you have to pay 25,000 for one return. Okay. Interest on due tax under section 234A, B, C, that is the additional interest of 10% will be levied on the tax amount which you have not paid. That will also be considered. They will take it from you. Claiming the tax is the refund. If somebody, for example, if you are selling the house now, by the way, one more benefit for salaried people is that if you are selling your cars now, if you make it a business, then it is a capital gain. If you are selling your car for the profit and taking new car, and if you earn the profit out of that, no tax. No tax for you. Car or furniture or whatever you sell it, that should not be your business. That should be in a due course. That's it. Then help in getting the loans and credit cards. Any loan you go, they'll ask you income tax certificates. Any bank you go. Bank and NBFCs ask for the ITRs, for the home loan, vehicle loan, personal loan. Without this, you cannot. ITR shows your income, proof and repayment capacity. Generally, lenders ask for the 2 to 3 years ITRs and useful for visa application. If your children are going outside and you are sponsoring, if you have not taken the loan, you are sponsoring them, then they will, without ITR, they will not process your visa. So these are all the various advantages of filing the income tax return. This is an exception part. I said that those who crosses are more than 3 lakhs, they have to file the return. But this is even if you do not have 3 lakhs, even the income you have 2 lakhs or 1 lakh. If you are doing this, then you have to file that. Foreign assets and income. For example, you are earning from the foreign. You have invested in foreign companies. In US, you are getting the income out of there. And you have purchased a house there, you have to file the return. Whether it is income is there or not, it's a different issue, you have to file. If you deposited 1 crore in a bank, though your income is not crossing 3 lakhs, still you have to file the return. Spent 2 lakh on foreign travel. If anybody is travelled outside India, you spent 2 lakhs, then you have to file the return, even if your income is less than 3 lakhs. Paid 1 lakh as electricity bill. So if you paid 1 lakh as electricity bill in any of this financial year, you have to file the return. But don't be scared of income tax. Let us not scare of. We will not give the income tax. We will file the nil return. We will show the exemptions. So, but please, for God's sake, file the return. You have many advantages. Otherwise, one day or the other, by the end of the next year, you will get the notice. Any specific questions?
As per the revised norms, revised resume,
Sorry, sir.
please go back, sir. Maybe 5th or 6th slide. Slide numbering is not there.
Sir, that one, that. I will.
5th slide, sir.
5th or 6th, I don't remember exactly.
5th.
Next, sir, as per new resume, sir.
1 second.
That slab you have given, sir, 0 to 4 lakh, 0 to 8 lakh, something.
Slab rate, sir.
Yes, sir. Probably next, yes, sir.
This one, the other one. Next year. This is next year.
Yes, yes, this one I think. So whether it will be taken as grass or what, sir? Total
No,
income.
no, no.
Any deductions are allowed?
You have 10 lakhs salary you're saying. Assume, let us 10 lakhs salary. From 10 lakhs, this 80 CCC will be deducted, 1.5. So it is 8.5. If you have any other deduction, that will also be deducted. And that is called the total income. This is the total income, not the gross.
Okay. So like a case study, how to explain? So taking some examples.
You are more experienced, sir.
No, sir. Okay. So because there is some confusion in this, sir. Whether
No,
it's grass
this is
or
not the
total.
gross total income.
Because there are some.
It is a total income. It's a valid point actually. It's a total income. All the deductions will be removed, all the exemptions will be removed, whatever the residual balance will be there, no? That is called the total
Income. Okay. It's not the grass.
No.
It's not even
It's
total
not.
income.
It's a total
Total
income, only,
income.
but not the gross total income.
Yeah, after deducting the allowances are
Allowances and deduction under Section 8.
fine, sir. Thank you.
Sir, one more question here.
Yes, sir.
When this income tax comes under the Ministry of Finance and Government of India, we are paying the GST. Why individual states once again putting the GST for the when we have state GST also?
Central
and
GST.
also?
Yes.
What is the need of putting that?
Central and state. Huh?
Yeah.
Now, earlier,
Any states,
Yeah.
they have a GST.
correct. Now, see, there are still now in the GST, there are 3 types. One is intra-state, the other is interstate, then internal IGST we have. So, if you are selling within the state, whatever the tax amount they collect, it will go only to the state, not to center. Not to center. There is no partition, or there is no parting of the state fund to the center. But if it is intra from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu, you are selling, then 50% will go to state, 50% will go to center. Then state, if it is a state subject within the state, from Bangalore to some other place, if you are selling it within the state, you are paying the GST, that will go for the this.
If it is the case, if you go for budget timing,
Yes.
like follow between the state and also the state that I have paid 40% of
Ha.
my state tax.
Very important question. Very valid question. So, whatever the tax we are paying, we are the third highest. Karnataka is the third highest, apart from Maharashtra. Whatever the tax, 1 rupee of the tax we are paying, we are getting back 22 paise. UP is paying 1 rupee, they are getting 6.5 rupees for every 1 rupee. The reason is that the center, there are 3 lists. One is called the center list, state list, concurrent list. The center can make the laws in the whatever the subjects mentioned in the center list. And state list, center cannot object, only state laws can be. That is the revenues and the revenue tax, the agricultural tax, if any, within the state, if there are any laws, then we can make it. In the concurrent list, both these people, center as well as the state, can make or enact the laws, legislations. What they have done, this armed forces, that is military, taxation, emergency, foreign affairs and all, they say that whatever, it is there in the constitution as well, that whatever the act they will do, they will enact, and whatever the mechanism they will take it, it is fine. You cannot question it, even you cannot go to Supreme Court. So, in Karnataka, even the 22 paise we are not getting, they are withholding it. That's why they are fighting. 22 paise, even if you have that account, please give us our money. So that is the fight which is going on between Karnataka and center.
So, one more concern, many times, whatever we go for the BTO valuations and lab works,
Service
that
tax.
BDS 10%, that will not be reflected in our Form 16.
Sir, it has to reflect.
No, sir, it's not
That
happening.
is the bonds.
Nay, then you need to ask, sir. You have every right to ask. It
Yes,
is.
we are not getting it, sir.
No, sir, it is wrong. It is wrong. For example,
Not only for me, sir, many, almost all the BTO faculties, Form 16 we can verify.
okay, sir.
It's not limited under BTO elections. And we are not able to file and deny.
Sir, if it is not reflecting, but still you can claim it, but by law, it is abidance by law that they have to give you the Form 16, otherwise we can write to them to give us a
They are
Form
giving
16.
the Form 16. For our service, we are
It has to reflect.
Sir, it's not reflecting.
Then they are not paying to the government.
It's happening, sir.
And similar thing happened for us also here. 10,000 we have received for one of the candidates, this one, 9,000 we have received, 1,000 is this one, and it is not reflecting TDS. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir.
I'm sorry.
1,000 no Form 16.
And how about
Luckily that person is not here.
How about this UHF, sir? Something we have in section called undivided Hindu family.
Yeah. There is a Hindu undivided family. In that there are Karta, the male member is the person who's managing the whole business, and others are the co-partners. So whatever in Karta also, similarly slab rates are applicable for individual and HUF only. For any other company, firm, association of person, body of individual, for them slab rates are not applicable. The slab rates are applicable only for individual and HUF. Same slab rates.
Same slab.
Same slab.
So does it Indian income tax department following all these rules?
Sir, it's a revenue generation. It's one of the source for the revenue generation. While collecting, they follow. But while spending, I'm sorry, I don't know.
I mean, you said recently that D.K. Shivkumar announced that his asset as 1,038 crores. 1,038 crores. That's the being of this income tax. Have any issue with any law in state, any public can question that one?
I don't think. I don't think he must have paid. Like the one I said in Malur, they have paid 30 lakhs as this one, notice they have sent. And we are settling for, my friend is a CA, we are settling for 60,000.
Then what is the need of all these things?
Sir, let us not bring the legality. Let us not bring.
I am asking this question. You are soon you are going to be given advocate also after your LLB. If a fellow man is come and ask a question, sir.
If you have the, sir, I do the murder, I do this thing. If I don't have the proof, that's it.
So India needs always proof for that.
So you have to. Otherwise, how will you prove, sir? Indian judiciary is the system is like that only.
So will they accept that personal loan or vehicle loan for the deductions?
Home loan, not personal loan.
Why, sir?
Personal loan, if it is you have taken the loan and used for your business, then it is allowed, not for any other thing. Because if you are a salaried person, you have taken the personal loan. For what purpose you have taken? For your personal, then it is not allowed. If it is you have taken for business, allowed. Or profession, allowed.
So in the beginning, we used two words,
Yes.
minimize and avoid. So
No.
we should not avoid, but minimize.
Avoid, you can avoid, but not evade. Avoidance is illegal. Evading is illegal.
All these people are people only for the middle class people like us.
Sir, please let us not demoralize all of us.
If you take a simple salary of a MLA, it will cost more than 48 lakhs per month, per year.
See, sir, Malur MLA, K.Y. Nanjagowda, Congress MLA, he has taken one vehicle and for that has taken the loan. I said that why you have taken the loan? You could have taken out of your equity from your personal income. He said that lot of income tax appa tumba tondre barta ide adike loan hogta idini. He has lot of black money, benamis, black money and all. Unless you prove you are not a guilty, that's it.
Is the true only 2% of Indians are paying tax?
Apart from salaries, 2% are paying. Nowadays, they are, see, if you are transacting more than 20 lakhs in your bank account, in your phone pay, in your this thing, whatever it is, you have taken the loan or refund it also, you will get the notice. So if you cross 20 lakhs in your bank account transactions, then you have to register for the GST. And it was 2% for the previous financial year, now it is been raised to 5%. But it is only we people will give, sir. All the MPs, MLAs, they will not give it.
And recently, one video viral will be happening in the YouTube also, sir. A shop,
Yes.
Bangalore, by name, a lady, the family members, both are educated, they are running a small tea shop.
Yes.
Recently got an income tax notification to pay 26 lakhs.
Very less, sir. That one, Samosa wala, sir, said it is more. Samosa wala, 40 lakhs tax. Yes,
40 lakhs.
Yeah, how it will be happen that? Because they told that we have used the scanner, sir. I didn't take any cash at all. If you want, I can give the bank statement, everything. I'm not done that much of transaction. Even it's a mystery for me how they give the 28 lakhs income paying for.
What must have happened,
Yeah.
From past 5 years or 10 years, they have not filed the income tax return. And they have used the same scanner and all. So, it definitely would have crossed 20 lakhs. That transactions, you might not have earned the income, but the transaction it might have crossed it. So have you registered for GST first if you cross the 20 lakhs?
The test is monitored by the income tax department. How they will accumulate the things?
That's all. Not every person, 100% they are not doing it, right? But they will be coming through this. Now, 500 rupee notes are going to be. The reason is that people, they are forcing us to go for the digital. If you go for digital, and it is easy, it is a bank. Through the bank, they will come to know your income and transaction, your turnover, sales and all. Then they will ask you the tax. See, sir, that in from that Hoskote, no, from Hoskote to that Chittamani Road, yeah. All the biryani shops owners, no, they all got the notices and they are earning heavily. Biryani shops owners, they are earning like anything. And people are going and standing there at 4 o'clock to eat biryani, 4 a.m.
Today I got to remove all these scanners from shop. After receiving only cash.
They are doing it. But this, see, now 500 rupee note ban, then 200 they will come. How much? That is a mechanism to bring you into the net.
Yeah, you are going to
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, sir.
So nowadays, we are seeing over the internet, that you check the loan, how many loans are there in one. Not beyond this taxation.
Yes, sir.
Is it possible to check the originality? By putting your
Sir, government can share any bank transaction of yours at any given point of time, whether it is a loan, whether it is a...
Not with the banks, not the government. Can we check it by ourselves? Because we are familiar now, we are able to see the Aadhaar data and PAN card data. It was being for just 10 paise or 15 paise. Crores of data has been leaked over the internet. So based on that, so some loan thing, because of the loan apps, majorly everything issued with loan apps.
Okay.
So can we check our PAN card check service, does it misused or not?
Yours. Yeah, very much. We have the, I have the link, I can give it to you.
Please, sir. Yes.
I will share it. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Very insightful session, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thanks, Dr. Aloysius, sir, presenting this session wonderfully and fruitfully. It's very helpful to knowing about the tax filing and everything. So, still you have any doubts, we clarify Dr. Aloysius, sir. And if you want to file in the tax filing, come
We'll also do free of cost, otherwise CA will take 1,000 rupees.
Dr. Aloysius,
Free of cost, sir.
Thanks, sir. But I announced earlier, always come before me.
We'll file the return. Even other incomes also will do that.
Refunding us refunding.
decision of thanks for to the Dr. Vijay Kartik, sir, principal of RHIT. Sir is always guiding, supporting.
It is his initiative, actually.
Sir only given this idea to
Yeah.
conducting this session, technical expert sessions. So sir guidance only we are started this technical expert session every week. We are presenting these sessions. We are started in our RHIT campus. Every department have to participate every week. We have already given the slots to all the HODs. We have to present this kind of sessions more and more. Thanks everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Allah. Yeah, it was a very nice discussion. Lot of questions you have answered like economic expert. Okay, I really enjoyed the session. Thank you very much for coming out and sharing your wide knowledge. Really, like Dr. Allah, you are having a MTech degree and PhD degree. You have to come forward and present something. Then only the MTech degree will be valuable and useful, adding value to the degree. I am holding a PhD degree. My guide has given, which has given. You cannot keep it at college office or in your home. It's a waste.